Today I'm deep in the Costa Rican jungle in search of the 4 most iconic frog species, including the real-life Kermit the Frog and even a potentially deadly poison frog. Costa Rica is one of the most biodiverse locations on the planet, especially when it comes to reptiles and amphibians. On my recent trip down there, I got up close with so many different fascinating animals, like the deadly fer-de-lance and even the wandering spider. However, Costa Rica is home to some of the most iconic frog species on the planet, and I made a bucket list consisting of 4 different species to get up close and in front of the cameras. And the first species on this list is famous worldwide. You just might not know it yet.
So right here we have another target species on the trip, the glass frog. And if we're able to get this up close, it's gonna be incredibly fascinating up on camera. Check that out, the second frog on our bucket list. And woo, you can see him jumping all over me and crawling on me now. So this, of course, is the glass frog. Maybe he'll stay comfortable right down there. Maybe he feels a little bit protected. No? Okay, so now he's on the GoPro. This is the glass frog. And if you get an up close look at this frog, let me know if you can recognize if its face looks familiar at all. And that's because Kermit the Frog, probably the most famous frog on the planet, is designed after the glass frog. You can see the eyes and the face of the glass frog look just like Kermit, which is really fascinating to see up close.
That's right, this right here is the iconic glass frog, which get their name from the fact that their bodies are semi-translucent, meaning you can see through the skin. But that's not what makes this frog so famous. This is the real-life Kermit. Kermit the Frog is without a doubt the world's most famous frog, and he is designed after this glass frog species. And it's pretty easy to tell that once you get a look at those beautiful eyes. Very few people actually know that this frog is what Kermit is designed after, which is probably for the best because otherwise this guy would be bombarded with fans constantly. I did also find a lot of different varieties of Kermit on this one night. The glass frog is probably my favorite amphibian species in Costa Rica. They are so cute and fascinating. Now the second frog on my bucket list is definitely the most iconic in the world and easily the most recognizable, the red-eyed tree frog.
Okay, so this is probably the most iconic species here in Costa Rica. If you come down with me here, that right there is a red-eyed tree frog. And you're probably saying, well, where are those red eyes? And the way you can get those displayed, just like that, check that out. Once you get the frog to move and he opens up those eyes, you can see just how beautiful of an animal this is. I mean, look how cute this frog is. This tree frog is literally the definition of cuteness and absolutely gorgeous too. I love coming across these amphibians while hiking out here in the jungle. A little bit of a sense of security with this frog right now where it's placed on my hand, but I'm gonna walk right down here, try to place it as calmly as I can back onto a leaf. No, he really wants to stay. There we go. A little bit of a jump action there too. Absolutely fascinating, but let's keep on looking.
Getting up close with the world's most iconic frog species is not something that a lot of people get to do, and I'm happy that I got to see one with my own eyes. But now it's time to get a little bit more dangerous. The red-eyed tree frog and glass frog are fascinating, but are 100% harmless. But the last 2 frogs on my bucket list are both frogs I need to use extreme caution with.
Okay, so only about 2 minutes in, and we have a poison dart frog about 5 feet in front of me here in the leaf litter. However, they're very small and very jumpy, so this is going to be a little bit of a tough catch. Let's see if I can get him. Yes. Got him. Check that out in the container right there. We have our first of 2 poison dart frog species that we're gonna get up close in front of the camera. So let's move to a little bit more of a controlled environment and get this guy up close. What a start catching not only a poison dart frog, but the strawberry poison dart frog, which is definitely a lot more difficult to catch than the other species that we're going to feature. And when you look up close, it's pretty easy to tell why it's called the strawberry poison dart frog. One, those dots all over it and its bright red coloration. However, this frog species is also commonly referred to as the blue jeans poison dart frog because with their blue legs, it almost looks like they're wearing some denim jeans. This is a poison dart frog. So you're wondering, Are they actually poisonous, or is that just the name? Of course they are actually poisonous, but that is pretty easy to tell just by looking at the species. So these poison dart frogs have what's called aposomatic coloration, and that basically means these bright colors are a warning to potential predators that I am poisonous. If you eat me, I'm probably going to be the last meal that you ever have, because you're going to die. And that is why these poison dart frogs have those very, very pretty and unique colors to them. And that's why these poison dart frogs don't have many predators out here in the wild. So it's not just every snake or every larger amphibian that can come along and just try to snack on them. And another common question you're gonna ask, which I'll reiterate a lot with these poison dart frog species, is can I actually touch them with my hand? Yes, you can. You might feel a little bit of a tingly or burning sensation if you hold on to them for long enough. However, as long as you don't immediately touch your eyes, your mouth, your nose, or it gets into any open wounds, you're gonna be absolutely fine. So this is, despite it being a poison dart frog, relatively safe to handle as long as you have proper training and you proceed with a lot of caution. Absolutely gorgeous. How about we let this individual go right back where I found him, and let's get the green and black poison dart frog up close in front of the cameras. Yes, there we go. We finally got it. We got the most iconic poison dart frog species here in Costa Rica. Okay, let's get a little bit away from all of this extra jungle noise, set up the scene. Let's get a really close look at this awesome frog. Yes! Oh man, you can probably see the excitement on my face. I've been wanting to film the poison dart frog for so long, and now that we're actually down here in Costa Rica, every minute felt like an hour trying to catch one of these suckers. But this right here is the green and black poison dart frog, and you can see, especially compared to the strawberry poison dart frog, this guy is a lot larger in size, and that's part of the reason why they're so iconic. But also alongside of that, going along with that aposomatic coloration, is that bright green and black coloration they have all over them. But this individual looks like they're living a good lifestyle, definitely a little bit hefty in size. And if you're ever out here in Costa Rica, you just see them everywhere. Like, they don't mind getting up close to people. They're not too shy around civilization. And that is because they know they're poisonous. They know that there's not many predators out there that can actually eat them. So we are in Costa Rica. This is my first time handling a poison dart frog. So of course, I have to try and handle it with my own two hands. Now, they are incredibly jumpy, not as much as a strawberry poison dart frog, but what I'm gonna do is try to get the frog to calm down in my hands. Got him right there in my hands. Let's see if we can get that focused. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, frog thinks it's been captured by a predator. However, as you guys know, I'm a frog lover, not a frog predator, so this individual has nothing to worry about. Oh, and I can feel all of the toxins on my hands and the mucus. It's so incredibly wicked. All right, let's see if I can get him back. And something I keep pointing out with these frogs is when you just see them sitting around like this, not moving, they look fake. They look like they're made out of plastic, and that is that just pristine aposomatic coloration you see with this species. And like we've been reiterating, this is a poison dart frog, and they secrete toxins through their skin. So right now there is technically poison on my hand right now, but unless I am to touch something on my face like my eyes or my mouth, I am going to be fine as long as I go in and immediately wash my hands. Yes, but I was finally able to get both iconic poison dart frog species up close in front of the cameras. After putting this bucket list together, I was pretty confident that I would find and catch all of these species, which isn't typically the case when I go on location. But with how biodiverse Costa Rica is, coming across all of its iconic species is very likely, even in a single night. I can't wait to get back down to Costa Rica to see what else I can discover.